These two brothers were born at the exact same time, but the doctor only paid attention to the older brother and ignored the crying younger brother. The reason was simple. The younger brother had 3 stripes on his forehead, while the older brother had only 1. In this country, social classes were strictly divided. Having 1 stripe meant a life of wealth and privilege. On the other hand, having 3 stripes placed you at the very bottom of society. Before long, the younger brother grew into an adult. Because he had 3 stripes, he lived in a poor condition. Even the food they ate was nothing but processed junk meat. But food wasn't even the worst part. One day, he had just sat down at a table and was about to eat when a man with 2 stripes walked over. Seeing this, he could only bow his head and give up his seat. After finishing his meal and leaving the restaurant, he immediately ran into another 2-stripe person. The man ordered him to carry a bag. He didn't dare refuse. When they finally arrived at the 2-stripe area, the man took his bag back. 3-stripe people weren't even allowed to enter the residential area of 2-stripe citizens. Back at home, he sat beside his bed. Suddenly, a mysterious figure suddenly appeared before him. The figure used an eraser and rubbed away one of his stripes. Startled, he snapped back to reality. To his surprise, he found an eraser in his own hand. He rushed to a mirror. Sure enough, he now had only 2 stripes. The next morning, he stepped outside and quickly met a 3-stripe people. The man instantly bowed and greeted him respectfully. He felt a rush of pride. Then he headed to the 2-stripe district to see how they lived. But the moment he walked in, he froze. The 2-stripe citizens were working hard to serve the 1-stripe elites, and among those elites was his own brother. His brother had become overweight from living such a luxurious life. At that moment, jealousy filled his heart. So he immediately took out the eraser and removed another stripe. In an instant, he became a 1-stripe elite. The 2-stripe citizens immediately rushed over to serve him. They dressed him, fed him, and catered to his every need. As he looked at the 2-stripe citizens serving him, he remembered the miserable life he had lived before. Back then, he had been someone everyone could bully. Now, he finally felt completely satisfied. Suddenly, a giant tube descended from above and sucked him inside. Every other 1-stripe person was sucked in as well. They shot through the long tube. Then, when a 3-stripe citizen pressed the meal button, he was transformed into a fresh meat.